Hello everyone. Welcome to Paper Happinessity. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Today I want to share a card that we've created for the Stampin' Around the World video hop. We're a group of very creative demonstrators from all over the world, and we've gotten together and decided that we would like to inspire you with a monthly challenge. This month it is all about texture, and that could mean anything from embossing, dry embossing, heat embossing, gosh, there's just so much that we could have picked different techniques. So that's what we're doing this month. I've decided to create a white on white card. This is my card here. Let me bring that in. And it has this texture in the background that I've created with a die. It is something that is coming back in techniques, so I will show you how we're going to do that. And then I've added this little focal point on the front on top of it. So that's the front, and then I've brought the design to the inside as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing. No stamping on my card, but for this you will need a if you've got the Stampin' Up silicone mat. I've got cardstock dropping out of things everywhere here. This is great because it's the width of our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the large one. The Country Flowers dies, which I've used this foliage die here, and the flowers. I've cut out quite a few flowers. I'm not sure. I think I used 6 maybe altogether on that card, but I'll show you a different version that I've made. And then the Irresistible Blooms dies, and I've used on this rectangular card, I've used the long, and I'll just grab that out because, well, oops, I just dropped a die on my floor and I should probably pick that up before it gets lost. All right, just excuse me a moment. Because if I don't do it now, I'll end up losing it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. I have done a little bit of prep beforehand with all my die cutting, as I usually do, just to save a little bit of time. All right, so I've cut 2 of the foliage and quite a few different flowers. There was a little packet of pearls somewhere on my desk, and of course they've disappeared. Oh, they're over here in my box of goodies. All right, so the lovely Janice, who's part of our hop, gifted me this lovely little crocheted basket, and it's great. It just holds everything I need for my videos, all my tools and bits and pieces, which is great. Thank you, Janice. It's very handy. Okay, getting back to our card. I have a card base, and then this layer, this matting layer goes on the inside, and it's been cut to 1/2 centimeter or 1/8 of an inch smaller on 2 sides, and that goes on the inside. For the front, I've got 2 layers. The larger one is, let me get my ruler. Got a bit of a tickle in my throat this morning. So it's 1/2 an inch smaller on 2 sides. And then I need to get my bone folder and just burnish the cut edges there. And this is the smaller layer is 3/4 of an inch, or nearly 2 centimeters. and that one's probably a centimetre if you want to work in centimetres. So the bottom layer is a centimetre smaller. Let me see. No, just a bit more than a centimetre, 1.2, and then that's 1.8 or 1.9, something. So you can round it up, round it down to whatever. I work in inches. I apologise in advance for that. All right, so that's our cards. So let's get started. I'm going to put these somewhere where I'm not going to lose them, because I need to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, my pearls. My pearls are here. This is what we need. I've got the iridescent pearls, basic jewels for the flowers to put into the flowers. You don't have to do this white if you wanted to make a coloured card base. I'm sure it would look just as lovely. I just like the fact that to keep my colour, oh, it's this way, keep my colours simple, and then that will show up. That will show up all my texture. All right, so for this, you'll need your base plate. So number one, you don't need the adapter plate. You need plate number 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our silicone mat down. I need my, the smaller layer. We're going to put that down on top of our silicone mat, and then we're going to put our die towards one side, and then we're going to put, oh no, actually I want to spritz that a little bit first, just so it doesn't tear my paper when I, just a bit of a light spray, and that just helps the paper, the cardstock. All right, so we're going to put that kind of there like that, and then we're going to put our top plate back on. And then we're going to wind it through. Now, it won't be super tight. It goes through quite easy. You could try, depending on your machine, you could try putting a shim on it. I tried a piece of cardstock and I found it was way too tight, and I didn't want to force it. I don't want to break my machine. It's quite a big investment, our tools, so just move that out the road, that and that out the road. Okay, so with that, you've then got this lovely embossed area, and that's a great way to use our dies in another way. Especially those larger detailed dies. All right, so that's that bit. So what I might do is I might start putting it all together. Where's the middle? The inside. Is that my inside? Yes. Get my glue. And once you've done all that, it's pretty easy then. It doesn't take much to put it all together. I'm just going to move this over to my right hand side so it's just easier for me to grab. Now my preferred adhesive is Tombow liquid glue. Oh, I meant to cut that before I put that on there, but that's okay. don't do what I just did. Glue all this on. Before you glue this on, the layer, the matte layer. Because we need to trim it. My snips. Oh, goodness me. Just hold that there for a little bit longer. All right. There we go. I'm not going to go and try and... All right, so 3 flowers on the inside. Just a tiny drop of glue. If you wanted to use a glue dot, by all means, because they've got a little detailed bit that has been cut, and the glue will sometimes, oh, goodness me. Just stay. Yeah, you can put as many or as little as you like. I'm just going to hold them down. There we go. So that's the inside of our card. I need a little bit of glue on here. We'll stick this down, centering it on our matte layer. And once it's in place, I'm going to turn it over. Just make sure that that's adhered, especially where that detail is there in on that side. Okay. All right, so there's that stuck down, and then it's just a matter now of going in and arranging all your bits and pieces. Oh, I liked it that way. All right, now if you wanted to, you could attempt to put this up on dimensionals, or you could cut it with the foam underneath it. Oh, goodness me. I think my glue is nearly empty. And because I'm trying not to put too much on there, squeeze too much out, it's not cooperating. Come on, a bit more. All right. I might get my tweezers. Where are my tweezers? There we go. Excuse me. Forget which way I had this now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This way. And we'll just throw on a few flowers. Maybe a smaller one. Okay, and there's our card front. What do I do with my my pearls? These are a great fit. They go perfectly in that little circle there that's on the front. Yes, so please do go and check out everyone else's videos. They will be listed in the description box below, which is what I'm trying to say. There's going to be some great projects to inspire you. The ladies are super creative. Oh. And I can't wait to go and see what everyone else has done. All right, so my other card, this card I just didn't use dimensionals, but I will this time. And I like to add a little bit of glue, wet glue, to the back of my dimensionals. And yes, it is doubling up with adhesive, but it also allows me to get everything in the right spot in theory. Yeah, I don't mind it with that extra layer. Just gives it a little bit more dimension. All right. And you can add, I haven't put a sentiment on there, but you could add whatever really. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of water. Oh, all right, so that's my card for you. But I do want to show you, what I've gone and done is I've made a square card, and I've used the circle die in that die set. So I've used this one here and made a square card. Very similar. Okay. That opens this, I know, this way I think it opens from the top. Okay, so there's a bit of a different design using the same technique. Okay, so there are my cards. I hope you've enjoyed that, and please go and do try. And I'd love to see, I'd love to know how you go. Leave a comment below if you think this is something that you would enjoy doing. Yeah, I've done it a few times, but it's good to revisit the older techniques that we sometimes forget about. All right, guys, that's it from me. Have a great month, and we'll hopefully see you all again next time. welcome to all my new followers. I've had a few join just recently, and it's nice to have you on board. And if you hit that subscribe button, you can be notified when I go live next time. All right, okay. Bye for now. See you all again soon. Ta.